Okay, so in SE4, we're looking to see how a buyer from a manufacturer and also a reseller standpoint accounts for, or calculates, I should say, a list and a sales discount. Okay, so in the problem it says a dealer buys tooling machines from a manufacturer and resells them. The manufacturer sets a list price of $12,000 for the machine. The manufacturer offers its dealers a 40% trade discount. So what do we say about trade discounts? Does the company record the trade discount?
No.
No, but we still have to calculate it. So how do we calculate this trade discount? We know that the list price is $12,000. Okay, 0.4, right, times 12,000. So we get a discount of $4,800. So we get a discount of $4,800. So as a dealer, I'm going to, as a company, I'm going to be buying it for $7,200. I'm not buying it for $12,000. Okay, I'm buying it for $7,200. All right, so that's the first part. That's A. B, the manufacturer sells the machine under terms of FOB shipping point. So what does FOB shipping point mean? The buyer bears, very good. The buyer bears the shipping costs. FOB shipping point, the cost of shipping is $700. Okay, so now what do I need to do? I need to add the $700. So the best way to do these, guys, is really A, read the question, and B, methodically. Okay, and so now the part C is the manufacturer offers a sales discount of $210 net 30. What does that mean? Sam, $210 net 30. So what does the 2 part represent? The discount percent. The 2 represents the discount. The first number always represents the discount percent. What does the 10 represent? How many days you have to pay before, how many days you have to pay within the discount. Okay? And then the net means, if not, you have to pay it by that final period. Okay? All right, so in this case, the manufacturer offers a sales discount of $210 net 30. The sales discount does not apply to the shipping costs. Correct. Right. So you're just doing the sales discount on just the $7,200, and it's 2%. So how much is my sales discount? $144. So, now, how much am I paying for this?
Is this one with shipping?
Yes,
Yeah, just that the discount doesn't apply. The discount doesn't apply to the shipping. Good, $77.56. Okay, is the net cost. Okay, so SE5 is our next problem. On April 15th, Peach Company sold merchandise to Orange Company for $2,500 on terms $210 net 30. Assume that a return of merchandise on April 20th of $425 and payment in full on April 25th. What is the payment that Orange is going to make on April 25th? Okay, so the first thing that we have to pay attention to in these problems is you have to pay attention to the dates. Okay, dates are very important. So on April 15th, they sold merchandise. Then we see, and they have a $210 net 30 discount. So how many days do they have before they have to, pardon me, within how many days do they have to take the discount? 10. Okay, so 10 days from April 15th is April 25th. Okay, so we have to make sure that if we're paying, we have to pay by April 25th in order to get the discount. What did they also say happened in here? There was a return. So we have to make sure that when we're talking about this, we've got to factor that into the equation because they're not paying for the full $2,500 here because they returned 420 of it or 425 of it on the 20th. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our merchandise, and it was $2,500. Then on the 20th, we returned 425 of it. Okay, so really we only owe them $2,075, right? Because we returned 425 of it. So we only owe them sorry. Disconnected me. So we only owe them $2,075. So we can only apply the discount if we're going to take it on this amount. So if we do the $2,075 because we're paying within the payment period, we're paying within the discount period, and we take a 2% discount, the discount's going to be $41.50. So we're only going to pay $2,075 minus the $41.50. We're only going to owe them $2,033.50. Okay. Let's look at SE6. Yeah. SE6. Yeah, it's not so long. Okay. It's not so bad. Okay, so we're going to use T accounts and post each of the following transactions assuming the perpetual inventory system. What does perpetual inventory system mean? What makes it different? Right, everything is happening on an automated basis. Every time there's a transaction, it's going to be updating the inventory balances. So pay attention to that. That's significant because if we were under the periodic system, this would not say merchandise inventory. This would say purchases. Okay, so that's a difference. So make sure you keep that in mind. Okay, so our first transaction on August 2nd, we purchased merchandise on credit from Indio Company with an invoice dated August 1st, terms net 10. So do they have a discount? No, right, exactly. So the terms are net 10, and they have to pay within 10 days, and it's FOB shipping point. So who's paying the shipping costs?
Buyer.
Right, and so we are the buyer. We're the merchant. We're purchasing it. Okay. Okay. So let's start off with recording this transaction. We purchased merchandise on credit. So what is that? What are the two accounts that are affected?
Accounts payable.
Good. Accounts payable. So we're going to credit our accounts payable for the $11.50. And what are we debiting?
Merchandise.
Good. Excellent. Merchandise inventory for $11.50. Excellent. Okay. Now, what's next? Received a bill from Lee's Shipping Company for transportation costs on August 2nd. Invoice dated August 1st. Terms net 30. Do we have any discount? No, and we have to pay within 30 days. And that was $105. So what are we doing? We're going to credit our accounts payable for the $105 shipping costs. And good, excellent. Freight in is an expense, and we're going to debit that expense. Okie dokie, good. So now we come to the 7th, August 7th here, and we return damaged merchandise received from Indio Company on August 2nd. So there's some of this inventory, it was damaged. So if we're going to return it, what's going to happen to our inventory balance? It's going to go down. All right, so we're going to do a credit to our inventory of 100. August 7th. That's my bad. August 7th for $180. And And then what are we doing also? What do we also have to do here? Good, excellent, good, good, good. Very impressive today. $180, good. Because we no longer owe them $11.50. If we returned $180 of it, we've got to reduce how much we owe them as well. Good, good. All right, and then we paid on August 10th, we paid in full the amount due to Indio Company for the purchase, part of which was returned. So now whenever we pay somebody, we're going to do something to our cash account, which is called a credit to our cash account. For what's the balance that we owe? $11.50 minus $180. $9.70. So we're going to pay cash of $9.70. Does everybody see where I got that from? Okay. Say what?
Why is there a little star?
I'm not sure. Maybe they just, because we don't have a number here on this side, they're trying to say, you know, it's not really a negative cash balance. Okay, so $9.70. And then what do we need to do also?
Debit accounts payable.
Good, excellent. Debit our accounts payable for $9.70. And that's it. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? I know, see? It's between perpetual and periodic. We can see right out of the gate, we have some differences, right? What's different? We have a different account, a couple of different accounts here? Right. Because remember what I said, with a periodic inventory system, we're not on an ongoing basis updating our inventory. So when we do that purchase return, we have to record that in a totally separate account. What type of account do we call that? I know, but what type of account is it? We talked about it before.
Intangibles.
I know. A contra account. So this is a contra account. The purchase returns and allowances is a contra account. I applaud your effort there, Rachel. Okay, thank you. Okay. Purchase returns and allowances is a contra account associated with our purchases account that has an opposite normal side balance. Okay, because when we net them together, our net purchases is going to be less. Okay. All right, so let's do those same transactions, but now using periodic. So we have our first transaction is purchase merchandise on credit for $11.50. So what are we going to do? Por favor, what are we going to do? Purchased inventory on credit. Okay, we're going to debit our purchases for what date? August 2nd for $11.50. And credit our accounts payable for $11.50. Then we have the shipping costs that are on August 2nd for $105. Okay. Shipping costs $105. And we're going to debit our freight in expense $105. I'm sorry, you're right. 83. My bad. 83. Okay. Then what happens? Right, we've got that return. So on August 7th, we have a return. Do we put in the purchases account? No. We put in the purchase returns and allowances. And where would we expect to see that?
Credit.
On the credit side, because it's got an opposite normal side balance. And the date was the 7th, and it was $180. And we do a debit to our accounts payable because we no longer owe that money for the return. And then on August 10th, we're going to pay the balance in full. So on August 10th, we do a credit to our cash for the difference, or the payment of $970. And then we do our accounts payable as well for $970. Okay, so the big difference really is in this purchases and purchase returns and allowances count compared to the merchandise inventory account.